Let me ask you a serious question. If your town suddenly had access to $47 million, what would you expect? A clear plan, a breakdown of costs, and a step-by-step strategy for how that money gets spent? Or would you be okay with a list of ideas and figuring it out later? Because right now, in Eatontown, that is exactly the conversation that's happening. And what I'm about to show you is not opinions. It's what was actually said, word for word, inside the council meeting that just passed. On April 8, 2026, during a workshop meeting, the borough began discussing how to use $47 million in funding, largely tied to the Community Benefits Agreement, or CBA. But here's where things shifted. This was not a debate about whether to spend the money. It became a debate about something much bigger. Do we have a real plan, or is it just a list of projects? The mayor's position? Well, he made it clear. The money was already approved. The council already approved drawing down the full $47 million in the past. And from his perspective, there is a plan. Not a detailed spreadsheet yet, but a priority-based approach focused on what he called items that I don't believe are controversial. He listed key projects such as one pump spillway, fact, sewer pump station, absolutely, downtown paving, needed, roads and infrastructure, we agree, and he emphasized the urgency. These are items that are critical to infrastructure, and we need to do them now. Accountability marker 2, no cost was provided, at least not yet. So then comes one of the most important moments of the entire meeting. The questions became simple. Do we actually know what anything costs? Councilwoman Escalante again said, we don't have details. We don't have costs. We're just moving forward with the decision without complete analysis. She specifically calls out no cost benefit analysis, no project level pricing, no total allocation model, and adds $47 million can only go so far, Mayor. And the mayor responded with urgency arguments. The mayor stated, and he reframed the issue, this isn't about perfection, it's about necessity. He explains, some projects are non-negotiable. We agree, like the one pump spillway. He stated, we don't really have an option. We do have to make those repairs, period. And from his perspective, waiting for the perfect plan could cost the town even more. He stated, and I quote, I just can't get past the math of not using the money right now. Accountability marker number 3, rushing the money. Councilwoman Escalante pushes again, this time on timing. I think drawing down the money is being rushed, she stated. And then she introduces something critical most residents just didn't know. Once the funds are drawn down, 5% must be spent within 6 months. 85% must be spent within 3 years. That's not a suggestion. That is a deadline clock. Tick, 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 tick. Accountability marker number 4, the municipal building. Then the conversation escalates even further. A proposed municipal building, potentially $35 to $40 million. That's almost the entire fund. Councilwoman Escalante responds with a major move. She stated, and I quote, I want to formally request that we put the question on the November ballot as a public referendum. Translation, let the residents decide. Mayor got checked, and he stated on the referendum's consequences. He said and pushed back, but this time, he kind of was forced into a defensive position. He raised a critical financial concern. The referendum may actually cost us even more money. And he challenged the logic. He stated, what if the residents vote no? Where does the funding come from? This is one of the most important checks in the meeting because it exposes real risk on both sides of that conversation. Accountability marker number 5, public transparency. So a few of us, residents and even potential candidates, have stated and asked a few questions. And this is where it kind of hits home. Kevin Gonzalez, who spoke directly to communication, he stated the public thinks we're going to do everything and we might not be able to do everything. And then, because that $47 million only goes so much, yours truly said Business 101. You look at costs before you make decisions. But the most powerful line comes next. I think it's from yours truly. The reason the public says what they say on social media, since we care so much about that, is because they don't have the information. That's not political. That's just structural. So let me break it down for you in a reality setting. Let's talk about it like this. This is not a simple argument. This is a high-level governance conflict. Side one says fix urgent infrastructure now. Avoid rising costs. Use the funds efficiently. Side two says plan everything first, define costs, prioritize strategically, then execute. Now, both sides, valid points. No politics here, just facts. But here is the truth. This isn't about who is right. This is about something even bigger. Accountability, transparency, trust. Because when you're dealing with $47 million off, and let me say this very simply and clearly, public money, you don't just need action. You need clarity. You need structure. You need the public to understand exactly what is happening, where, when, who, what. So the question now is simple. Do we, as people, 13,500 plus, do we just move fast or do we move smart? Or better yet, can we actually do both? I believe that we can. I believe that we can have this conversation. Huge kudos and shout out to all of you who have actually physically showed up to the borough hall into this council meeting. Your attendance made an incredible difference. The reason this meeting was as exactly exciting and successful as it was is because you were in those seats. Because every empty chair on that borough hall when we have those council meetings is a yes to whatever the governing body wants to do. And your attendance is the biggest accountability marker. I appreciate you. I thank you, and I look forward to doing it even more with you. Just keep in mind, this Wednesday coming up, while we don't have a physical council meeting, we host an e-meet the candidates. So you can come and have the same setting, but virtually. We can share with you a little bit about the what, the where, the when of everything that we are planning on doing. We give you an opportunity to ask questions, get to know us, and even more, make sure that we are in alignment with what is important to you, to your family, and to the future of Eatontown. My name is Ali Midawi. This is Eatontown Voices. I thank you and I appreciate you. And until next time, have a blessed day, everybody.
Still marketing your business like it's the Yellow Pages era? Welcome to ME Studios, where local solopreneurs and small business owners catch up with the digital world and take over it. We help you go from invisible to undeniable. Featured on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. Plus, gain press exposure in over 100 to 300 major media outlets like Fox, ABC, CBS, NBC, and the CW. Right here in Eatontown, New Jersey, just steps away from the soon-to-be Netflix studios, our multi-unit facility is built for creators, entrepreneurs, and visionaries. Stop marketing like it's 1995. Start building your digital authority today with a team that gets it.